Hello everybody, this is Gold Glee Gamer 1 and Dyne, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI.
It's time to go back to Mobliz, because it's finally time to see what Terra's decided to do. And if you go back to the other hideout, you'll find out that she's not there. There's Dyne. There's a hint on where to go from the dog.
Isn't that Interceptor?
Nope, that's just a normal dog. Interceptor is somewhere else.
Ah.
Hey, Tori did the voice, the call from Sloth on the Goonies. Hey, you guys! Yeah, we find out that Katarina's pregnant.
Yeah.
And Dyne just didn't know how to handle it. Oh, I even took the words right out of his mouth.
Please come.
You're 17 years old. You haven't had a lot of experience being married, guy.
What? Yeah, well, yeah, like 17 is pretty young to get married.
Well, they and Terra, the oldest ones there. So yeah, Terra won't join you, unfortunately. He's got to go out and fight the fat guy again.
Yep. Funamba.
Funbaba. It's just like Thamasa, you got that Mufasa. Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. I'm surrounded by idiots. Funbaba. Funbaba, Funbaba. Yeah, this first part is a little bit of a scripted fight. I just keep hitting him and doing some damage. I noticed you change your party off screen too. Even though Cayenne has no weapon equipped.
Yeah, but I'll fix that.
Well, this is going to be interesting. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen when the scripted portion kicks in. Yeah, he absorbs Bolt, but it didn't really heal him. I just hit him with that pummel. I always thought the solar plex, it's actually hitting him in the solar plexus rather than some kind of suplex or wrestling move. And yeah, getting hit in the solar plexus kind of hurts. Man, that's a bad breath. It's like a hurricane. Yep, this is the scripted portion. He'll use the Baba Breath to launch 2 random party members out of the battle. And actually, the 2 that stayed are the best ones you can have right now.
Yep.
Yeah, Terra decides to come back. And she spends this entire battle in her Esper form. This is the only battle where this happens. And she's automatically equipped with the best stuff that's available for her right now. If she doesn't have a weapon, just go ahead and use magic with her. Yeah, this is the easiest of the ancient bosses to fight.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's one of the easiest of the side quests.
No, because there are plenty of side quests, but there are side quests that are easier than this, but they don't have bosses. Yeah, probably the easiest side quest is getting Sabin's best blitz. You just walk into the cabin. Oh, there it is. Of course, nothing happens if he's not in the party. But that's not hard to fix. Yeah, I don't think Cayenne had any armor on because getting hit in the solar plexus for him did triple that damage. Yeah, Sabin's blitzes and giving him a black belt usually make him a very versatile attacker.
Yeah, but apparently, Sabin is pretty much safe from magic attacks.
Not all of them. There are some that will pierce through and reflect.
Yeah.
After that hit Celeste, she's probably gone. Nope. I guess he's using the Volt as a counterattack.
Yeah, well, the only problem with Reflect is, other party members can't heal you.
They can with items. Not by Celeste. Oh, nope, not quite.
No, I meant with magic. They can't heal you.
Yeah. Now she's down.
Okay, which is a mistake I seem to tend to forget about.
Oh well. Yeah, Terra's magic defense also goes up, but this guy's down. He was of no use to me anyway. His farts suck up the entire planet. Even I got sick of it. See, I was complimented on my voice for this before I left the stream I was watching, so I had to do it even more just to satisfy my fans.
Let it be known that Kefka now has a fan base.
Oh, he always did. He and Sephiroth are in the running for the most popular Final Fantasy villain.
Oh. So Sephiroth triumphs over Kratos, huh?
Now, Kratos is not a Final Fantasy villain. We already had this discussion.
Yeah, I remember we might have. I just forgot about it. Yeah, because I keep making me think of this YouTube user named Sephiroth versus Kratos.
Mm-hmm. And here's one of the most heartwarming scenes in the whole game. I'm so going to cry when I voice this one on mine. But they're able to recognize her. They're no longer afraid. She's got her will to fight back. And she's recognized what the feeling is. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Yeah. Reference out of the way. And yeah, she's technically supposed to be floating there. It's just not. It's not rendered well in a 2D scene. Now, actually, you do not have to recruit her. It will not change what she does in the ending. But I'll explain that later on. What will she do? She'll fight for her friends. And she is now in the party. If you want to go to the Veldt right now, you can get Gal.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, poor Celeste is still wounded, though. Quick heal up. This is a good party to go with for the next areas. Yeah, the best one is to teach from Unicorn or the first three. The last two you can learn from other espers at faster rates.
Okay.
Hey, we fought your cousins in the last video. They were a lot harder to kill, too. Now, these guys are pretty resistant to physical attacks, too. Ah, just another routine battle. I think these guys are weak against thunder if you use magic on them. Excuse me. Yeah, more critical hits, Saban. Kill them faster.
Critical hits.
Yep. It's super effective.
Yep.
Yeah, it never hurts to stay on top of HP.
Yep.
And I've just looked. Oh, 3 minutes later. Did you run into Death Gaze or did not know where to go?
I kept circling around.
Okay, yeah, this spot is not marked on the map, but this is the easiest side quest in the game.
Yeah. We meet a character who apparently has no importance into this game whatsoever.
Well, he's Saban's master, who everyone believed had been killed by his own son when Saban was first recruited. Nope, he's alive. And he is not Banon, he's just a palette swap. Yeah, if you don't have Saban in your party, you can just walk in and talk to him. He really says nothing. Badass arm pose. There's no time to complete your training. Use these new smells to smash Kefka. You can't defeat me by scent alone! I just plugged my nose up because the fun bab is wafting! If you try to smash me, well, you can't do that at all! I'm practicing with 12 Smash Fighters going on at the same time! 8 on the Wii U version, 4 on the 3DS version, all level 50 amiibos, and they can't handle me at all!
Wait, so even Kefka plays Smash Brothers?
Of course! Didn't you know it's the best way to spend time while watching the wasting of the world go over a whole year? No, I'm serious. Right now, my Wii U Smash Brothers has an 8-player amiibo match going on, while my 3DS one has a 4-player amiibo match going on, so they can start getting some custom items.
I LP'd the N64 version of Super Smash Brothers because it's very easy to LP in one part.
Yep, of course. Technically, you have to do it 12 times to get everyone's ending, but yeah, Sabin has learned the Bum Rush. It is his last blitz, but unfortunately, it will not teach him all the others at the same time. You still have to level up for the rest of those.
Wait, 12 endings? So wait, does this mean that every character gets its own ending?
Yep.
Okay.
Whereas on the latest Smash Brothers, you have 52 endings.
Oh, so you can still play that one-player mode, but with 52 different choice of characters this time.
Yep, and then you also have All-Star mode, which is another mode. Now, this is the cave on the Veldt. I actually recommend you go outside and recruit Gao before coming in here, or at least have a 4-person party.
Oh yeah, that's something I didn't think about.
Yeah, Gao will only appear on the outside.
Yeah, that's something I'll make sure I do the next time I record.
Hey, that's Interceptor right there.
Yeah.
That's another translation gaffe, I think. Oh yeah, there is a hidden chest in here which has Sabin's best weapon in the game. It's hidden fairly well in. And as I mentioned before, there is a weapon in here called the Striker. You do not want to sell it at all. Because if you sell it, you can't recruit Shadow.
Yeah, that's. I couldn't find the Striker for some reason.
It's just in one of the treasure chests, maybe slightly hidden, but it's in here.
Okay. Yeah, if I found it, I would have gone to the Coliseum.
Yeah, because in order to recruit Shadow, you have to go to the Coliseum and you wager the Striker. Then
Okay.
you'll fight Shadow, and if you win, he'll join you.
Okay.
The Coliseum on this is probably the only thing worse than the auction house. The
Yeah,
Rage Ring, that is an accessory for a hidden party member later on. Only he can equip it, and it makes him even more useful.
Oh, it's not Gao, is it?
No.
Okay, so it's one of the 2 later party members we're going to be seeing.
Yes. And to recruit that one, you actually need Mog first.
Yeah, I may just skip the Coliseum altogether because I find Shadow pretty useless.
Well, if you want the best ending, of course, you need to recruit him. And he's actually useful in the final boss fight. And of course, having another party member to just get through the dungeon always helps.
Yeah, well, really, I would figure that for the final fight, you want at least two healers and 2 physical attackers.
Yep, Shadow can be one of them. But yeah, there's a chest over here. You just have to go through the slightly hidden wall on the other side. It's not a straight shot.
Yeah. I thought I remembered that treasure chest there being the monster in a box, which is why I avoided it.
Yeah, that one is Sabin's best weapon in there. But I love these enemies, these toe cutters. He's gonna take my toe, man! Or as they say in TMNT Eternals in Time, my toe! My toe! Yeah, they're like the only enemies in here. I think there's one other one, but it's fairly rare.
Okay.
I forgot to comment on what those guys at the campfire said, and now I don't remember what they said. Oh well.
Well, maybe they want to get together so they can sing the campfire song.
Maybe. If anything, to cheer up the depressing world. This is a fairly straightforward cave. Now, at this point in the game, you want to have someone who knows the spell Warp or just carry Warp Stones, because there are very few places where you'll automatically leave the dungeon when you're finished, and you can just use those to exit right away. Yeah, this is an easy place to come in. That stone won't get out of the way until you hit that switch. And if I remember correctly, the Striker is just at the bottom of those stairs right there. Yeah, the only time you want to go to the Coliseum is just to recruit Shadow.
Yeah.
And for the Coliseum battles, you want to probably use Edgar, because he'll likely use his tools to attack. And never use Sabin, because he will probably use his Blitz that kills himself to heal everybody else. He likes to use that. Yeah, the only problem with the Coliseum is you are not in control of your character.
Yeah, this is why I'm probably not even gonna bother with it.
You still want to do it just once for Shadow.
Well, I
Yeah,
tried it off. Oh, I already tried off camera, but I don't have the striker. No.
Well, that's because you just walked past the striker. It's at the bottom of those stairs. You have to come back and get it now.
What? Wait! It was right in front of me.
Yeah. At that switch, you just had to go down those stairs, and I think it was in the treasure chest is down there.
Ah, dang it! Now I'm tempted to go back just for that.
Yes, go back and get it. Get the best ending. Get everybody.
Okay, but I don't see a hidden chest right there.
Well, it was off camera. It's not really hidden. You just weren't in there on camera.
Oh, okay. So I had to go a little further just to find it.
Yep,
Yeah, I might as well go back for that. Then.
definitely. If you want the maximum impact of the ending, you want everybody.
Yeah. I already decided I was gonna skip that 8 dragons side quest.
Yep, that's not necessary for the best ending.
Wait, so it means to get the best ending, you need to recruit every party member possible?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's the only thing. But
Okay.
speaking of Shadow, you may have noticed he was right there. If Shadow died on the floating continent, you will find Realm here instead. And afterwards, she'll go on to the place where you fully recruit her from.
Yeah.
But we got a boss fight. We got a great big boss fight hitting us in the night.
Senior Behemoth.
Yeah, this is a 2-part battle, and the second part is very easy. Just hit him with a Revivify, maybe a Phoenix down, but the second half is undead.
Wait, that's it? That's all I had to do is use a Phoenix down?
On the second half.
Man, who knew he was gonna be just like the Phantom Train?
Yep. Well, undeads usually have that. Yeah. Again, this guy's not that bad, and believe it or not, you can actually run into this guy on the Veldt. One of 2 bosses. At least 2 bosses. I don't think there are any others that I can recall off the top of my head. Just mini bosses. Yeah, hit him with fire.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the reflective Sabin or what on the Behemoth. But just hit him fast, hit him hard. And that Ice 3 hurts. But the Fire 2 does more damage than that.
Yep.
Meteo, classic spell. For whatever reason, it's not the same as Meteor. It can miss. Unfortunately, it did not miss Sabin, so he's just gonna reflect that off him because of his wall ring. And it still heals that guy. Not surprised. He's still not down yet. I think he has like 20,000 HP. Yep, down he goes. Okay, here's part 2.
Coming from behind.
Yeah, this one just used the Revivify. In fact, if you try to heal Sabin, he might get damaged by cure spells. And down Sabin goes. On the plus side, magic won't be reflected off of him anymore until he's revived. $49, 19,000 HP, 10,000 MP, weak against fire, weak against holy. So, yep. Yeah, for whatever reason, they changed holy to pearl in this translation. Probably too much of a religious reference in the eyes of some people. In fact, in Final Fantasy IV, they changed it from holy to white.
Ah.
Will death work? And yes, that is death. But he's undead, so he just regenerates if a death spell is used on him. I don't know if he's fully healed as well. I really like it on some Final Fantasies where if you cast Scan on the enemy, it will continue to display their current HP until they're dead.
But not this one, though.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, I just recently found the Scan kind of works like Mallow's Psychopath in Mario RPG.
Yeah, it's a common spell among RPGs. Just see how much HP the enemy has and what they're weak against.
Yeah, but then again, there's also game facts that can provide you that information too.
Yep. 4 attacks.
Yeah, something I do regret is looking up on game facts HP amounts for all the bosses.
Well, that's nothing to regret.
Well, I do regret it because if I did do that, I could have just kept score with a calculator like I did with Mario RPG and Chrono Trigger.
I don't think I've ever seen that thing live long enough to do 4 attacks. Yeah, at this point, everyone in the party should know Cure 1, Cure 2, and all 3 of the elemental spells at level 2. They can be learned from Elemental Espers or from Modwin at relatively decent paces. And the ones who will teach the level 3 tier spells often teach them as well. There are some exceptions. Yeah, so long as you know what spells to teach your party, you really don't have to do a lot of grinding for magic. He's dead.
Yep.
Again. Or dead-er. Or re-dead, or whatever you want to call it. Behemoth Suit, that is one of the best pieces of armor for Strago and Realm. If you can get more than one of those, it's super handy. Now, that's actually a typo, because for whatever reason, they expected you to find Realm there, and they didn't change the dialogue for whoever you find. So you're taken to Thamasa automatically. You can access it at any time. And a little tip on the world map, if you push select, you'll make the world map appear and disappear. I don't know if it's just out of that way because of the cutscene. Now here's an interesting piece of Shadow's past, based on the Nightmare. A little bit of a flashback. Yep, this is Thamasa. He's being followed by a dog.
Yep. You're going to fetch for me, but I won't be coming back. I want you and the girl to live in a peaceful world.
Now, if you find Realm there, there's a dream she's having where she's inside Strago's house, and she's asking, "Where's Papa going? Is he coming back?" That is the biggest hint of the game that Shadow is Realm's father. There are a few other subtle ones, such as those two only being able to equip the Memento Ring. You actually have to go to the inn to rest.
Wait, that means Shadow is Strago's son?
No. It's actually unclear. I don't know if Strago is actually Realm's maternal grandfather, or he just adopted her after her mother died.
Oh, so Realm's biological parents are dead?
Her mother is. Her father, not so much. He just abandoned her.
Okay.
But yeah, go to the inn to rest, and then that's when he should disappear. He'll show up in the Colosseum afterwards.
Okay, wow, there's a lot of things I forgot to do.
Well, you still have to go get at the Magicite on the beach on the Solitary Island. You still have to go get the one in north of Zen. Of course, there are the two in the auction house, but I doubt you're going to go get those. And of course, there's the Striker.
No more auction house for me. I'm done with that waste of time.
Yeah, the two Magicite shards you get in there aren't unique. They teach some spells that are taught by others just at a slower rate. But don't die after beating those bosses. Yeah, these guys are fairly decent to grind against at this point. There are much harder enemies around the world near Jador and the house near the Veldt. Most of the overworld enemies you should be able to handle. The main exceptions, there is a large forest near the Veldt that has the hardest enemies in the game. Either Tyrannosaurs or the infamous Brachiosaur. They will decimate you if you're less than level 50. But the inn at Thamasa is also still just one gil, so you can just heal up there if necessary rather than use a tent. And as for where to go from here, sky's the limit. Yeah, that island that's right north of Thamasa, it contains a hidden dungeon, but in order to open it, you actually have to return to Thamasa with both Strago and Realm in the party.
Alright.
And it's just kind of part of Strago's character arc. You don't get much else from it. Although you can learn a very good lore from the boss in there. Yeah, just gotta find out where you're going next.
Jizz right here.
Yep.
And until next time, this is Gold Glee Gamer 1 and Dyne. Later, folks.
Well, we still have 16 seconds before the end of the video, so I can do an outgoing monologue. Fear me and bow before me, lest I throw my lighter judgment upon you. And don't think you can beat me at Smash Brothers either. Okay, signing out now.
Okay. Later, folks.